Good morning. We start with the bad acts of burglary that occur during this curfew period. Some thieves profit to break shops and steal money and goods. Prices of administrative papers are going to change, but 95% of the population don't look at this on a good eye, including municipalities, NGOs, and associations. The port of Moheli Island is being repaired. The Chinese company in charge of the project promised to finish the work very soon. Good to have you with us today. We begin within a shop that has been broken by unknown thieves in the area of Sanfil Moroni, near Volovolo Market.
This shop in the suburb of Sanfil has been broken by thieves late on Saturday evening. This unknown individual broke the metal boundary and got in from the front side. Fortunately, they couldn't get inside because of the heavy door locks. The thieves didn't have any option than to steal some of the goods from the outside. It is so unfortunate that nobody heard or saw them, the shop owner declared.
I locked my shop yesterday night at 8 o'clock and I left as the curfew imposed us. Normally, I believe that the police and the army will take their responsibility to control what is going on in the streets. But what has happened to me is the opposite. I don't know whether these are real thieves or those are the soldiers who are supposed to take care of our buildings during the curfew. Who knows?
Now that the shop owner has paid someone to fix his broken shop, he hopes that these sort of actions won't happen to him again, nor other business people. Halima Miraji.
The government wants to implement the new Congress law that aims to increasing the price of administrative papers. However, citizens and municipalities don't welcome this new law.
Last Tuesday, representatives from all municipalities in Grand-Comores met with the Interior Minister to discuss about the issue of the raising fees of administrative papers, the Civil Act. A birth certificate that cost 1,500 kmf will now be 2,500. A 1,500 residency certificate will now be 5,000. 1,000 individual fish will now be 1,500. Almost the entire of the population screamed out loud that no, we are tired to see things getting more expensive every day. Not administrative papers, please. Hassan bin Abderrahman, a spokesperson of the Ngazija Mayors Association, said.
I want to assure the population and students who want to do their national certificates that nothing has changed. I don't say we want the battle, but prices are remaining the same until further notice. All mayors of the municipalities concerned with the issue will continue discussions with the government to lay down prices that will not affect the citizens badly, or to keep the same standard prices. It is possible. There is no moment that we would like to make life hard to our citizens. In fact, we're here to facilitate their lives. Yes, you heard that there is this new law that has increased the Civil Acts prices. It was not a sudden decision. It took us time to think about it, and we want to implement it. Normally, citizens shouldn't pay those administrative papers, but you know that we don't produce those papers in our country. We receive them from abroad. Actually, the government and the Ministry of Finance are working together to find ways to produce those papers here in Comoros. The project is there, and we are constantly working on it. The strategy is that mayors should stay in their local offices and be able to fill and print those papers from their own computers without fraud in a highly secured way, just like in in the other countries. That's where we need to go. But right now, things are difficult. Buying those papers from abroad costs us a lot. The government is fed up covering these expenses every day. I agree that there was a lack of communication between the Ministry of Finance, the government and the municipalities to inform the population about this. But we woke up in the morning and we found the note already circulating on the medias. Needs now to pick up the slack. We can produce our own products.
Let's get some details on how this ongoing project.
The government decided to repair and rebuild the port of Moheli. The project is being undertaken by a Chinese company. The infrastructure is an ancient port which also lacks with enough space and offices. As a result, it makes custom work very difficult. As we know, the discovery of large block of petrol is the ocean between the island of Moheli and Anjouan. Having a strong port with all its infrastructures will facilitate exchanges for both local and international businesses. Halima Miraji.
Alright, thank you for being with us watching this news. We're gonna leave you with the latest images of schools in Comoros resuming back classes today, March 1st, 2021. Please enjoy and we will see you next week. Have fun.
After months of lockdown and social gathering restrictions, today, March 1st, 2021, Comoros decided to finally reopen schools. According to the government, from this time on, they will not close schools again. They are hopeful that the virus won't strike again. Schools, administrators, teachers, and students are now happy to resume work and catch up with all the learning and teaching they have missed. Some students expressed themselves by saying,
I am happy we are back to school. I will get to meet my friends. I am so excited.
Teachers had to stay home without work, wondering when were they going back to work.
Absolutely. We are teachers. If we don't work, no life. You know, we can't raise our family, we can't look after them without teaching. So the more we teach, the more we get money. So without teaching, we are going to die. So I'm very glad to be back to our work, which is teaching. So we hope that we are going to work as we should. And we hope that this virus will disappear so soon in order to be like before, because we really suffer and we really suffer. And you know, we rely on private schools, so it's not easy to stay at home and crossing hand and looking at your family without anything to do. So it's not easy. So we hope this problem is going to disappear, and we hope again to respect the very measure that is taken by the government. Thank you.
The government ordered all school principals around the country to reinforce protective measures against COVID-19 in the school.